What is going on, everyone? This is NinjaGeek here, and I made a video about this a really long time ago, somewhat similar, not really all that similar, but it was based on a console war, and the idea of why is there such hatred between the PlayStation and Xbox and even PC community. Now, there's obviously the PC people that say PC master race, and then there's the Xbox One fanboys, and then there's the PlayStation 4 fanboys, or fangirls and boys, whoever you are, doesn't matter gender. Why is that a thing? Really, honestly, I think that it's just so stupid how there's so many console wars and PC versus console. Depending on where your friends are, that is the majority of where you went. Okay, that is what makes the decision between where you go. Honestly, the 1% might say that PlayStation is better than Xbox because it has statistically better stats, but I mean, it's so minor that it's not even going to really make a difference. So in this video, I want to talk about the way that I got into playing Xbox majority of the time. Now, as obviously most of you may know, I've had a PlayStation for now, almost a year now. Honestly, almost a year. And the PlayStation 4, I should say. I got it mostly because, well, actually, I wanted to play Until Dawn, but I mostly got it because I wanted to play Black Ops 3 on PlayStation 4. I wanted to actually get a PlayStation 4 in general just because I wanted to see how it felt to have one. So now that I have both consoles, and I've had, obviously, my Xbox One since day one, actually. It's a day one Xbox One. I had the 360 forever. I want to talk about why I made the transition over from when I used to play. My first gaming console ever was a PlayStation 2. My friends had Xbox 360, okay? And that is why I went to the Xbox 360. What's the point of getting a PlayStation 3 if my friends were going to have a different console? So I got the Xbox 360. I've grown up on it. I know everything there is about Xbox. I'm in the Xbox preview developer program, so that if something, that's just something that's luckily given out. It's not because I've been a part of Xbox for a long time. It's just, randomly given out, like, hey, you were chosen to be a part of the developer preview program. It's like, oh, cool. So I get some new updates before a lot of other people, which is pretty cool. I get to know about things. Well, everyone knows about things first, but I get to test them out first and see how they actually function in beta tests, just like the new Windows 10 user interface for Xbox One. I got that before anyone else, so it's a nice little thing. But why do I prefer Xbox over PlayStation? Now, that is going to upset a lot of people, like, oh, PlayStation is better. Listen, okay, I just started playing on Xbox 360 back when, I think it was around when Halo 3 ODST came out, because I think that was one of the games that I was looking to get, so it was around somewhere there. And obviously my friends, like I said, had Xbox 360, but I got to know the Xbox. The achievements are so easy to follow. It's I built my achievement score up to what it is now. I've built everything up. It's just my profile. I've had it for over 4 years now, my one profile that I use. And I think that just in general, and also another thing about Xbox is that the servers, I think, are way better than the PlayStation servers. They go down all the time, and that's why a lot of people, when the PlayStation 3 went down, they switched over to the Xbox 360 and just never went back. And then sometimes they went back, and some people went back to the PlayStation 4 because generally it is considered to be the better console. But in general, I just like to stick to my Xbox One just because it's just simpler for me. The controller doesn't matter. It really doesn't. If I play a game that's unified across both consoles, like Black Ops 3, I could pick up my Xbox controller and do fine. I could pick up my PlayStation controller and do fine. The controller doesn't bother me. It's just, I think I do prefer the Xbox controller just because that's what I've been used to having since I got my Xbox 360, and obviously the Xbox One controller is similar to the 360's. Some say it's a little too big, and that's why the PlayStation 4 controller actually does fit pretty nice. But overall, I do prefer Xbox just because of what I've built up over the past, and because my friends are all on it, and that's just what it comes down to, honestly. But you could leave your comments below as to what you think, and honestly, what you think about a console versus PC, or console vs. console war, because I think it's just stupid. You play whatever console you want to play. Why should we bash the other console? And especially since we've been hearing from Microsoft, I didn't make a video about this, but we've been hearing a while back that Microsoft is actually introducing cross-platform play between Windows 10 PC and Xbox, and they invited PlayStation to join. And the problem is that the developers themselves have to make the game available for cross-platform play. So a lot of people are talking about, oh, Black Ops 3 is going to be cross-platform, but really those are just clickbait videos. We most likely won't see cross-platform play Call of Duty. At least, I'm not even going to say Infinity Ward's game. Maybe Sledgehammer's game might have it, depending on what PlayStation decides to do. They kind of brushed off Microsoft because they didn't want anything to do with that, but that is it on cross-platform play, and that's just generally why I prefer Xbox over PlayStation. Now, does the Xbox One have problems? I'm not saying that it doesn't have problems. It does have its fair share of problems. So does the PlayStation. Everything has problems. It's just, what do you prefer is the question. Where do your friends play is the question. So that's it on this video. I've gone on too much now, so leave your comments below on what you think, or not what you think, about where you play and why. And I'll see you on the next video. I'm NinjaGeek. I'm out. And peace.